Did you know that over 40% of people that have neurological conditions suffer from foot drop? These exercises will help that disorder and help you regain your mobility.
Okay, now we're going to do some exercises for foot drop. Is the action of dorsiflexion when you're pulling your toes back, the opposite of calf raises. So you need to be able to do this. And foot drop basically means that when people are walking, their foot doesn't raise up like it normally should. So the front part and the side of your legs down here is weak. So I'm going to demonstrate a series of things, and Arthur is going to demonstrate them as well. So this one is called dorsiflexion with a band, resistance band. What I've done is I've anchored it under a dumbbell here, but you can anchor it under anything you have or around a pole or anything you have access to. But just anything where it provides some kind of resistance, where when I pull up, it provides a little bit of resistance, because I want that to make this part of my leg strong, my lower leg. It's not much, but if you're having a problem with drop foot, you probably can't do much. And you can get bigger and stronger bands. You can stretch them out more to have more resistance. You can even add weight to them. There's all types of ways that you can do it. And then you would do it with your other foot. But I anchored it under a dumbbell, but you can put it under a chair leg, however you want to do it. Anything that you can anchor it to. And I was pulling like this. If you wanted to make it tighter, harder, you could just more resistance. You could pull it further. You can get harder bands. It just all depends. Whatever you want to use. All right, now you're going to do some dorsiflexions with a band. So I've got it anchored again under the dumbbell. So basically you're just pulling your foot up against the band. That's light resistance, but it's a good starting position.
Yeah, I'm going against a wall because of my balance.
That's okay. As long as you get some resistance, some pull.
Not really.
Anchor your heel right on the chunk of that dumbbell.
Oh, there.
There you go. Yeah. And you have to anchor it on whatever you can find that allows you to get some resistance. And like I said, you can find ways to anchor it and stretch it out so you can have more resistance, or you can actually get a tighter band. Usually the bands are color coded, so if you want more resistance, you just get a different band. And then you would switch the other foot.
No, that's going to take a while.
No, it's very simple. Let's go right there.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're going to do another exercise. It's mainly for dorsiflexion, for the raising of the toes, for the front of your leg, but it's also going to work the back of your lower leg. So I'm going to show you from the side. You're going to calf raise, then rock back into that. Calf raise, rock back into that. Calf raise, toe raise. Calf raise, toe raise. You got to steady yourself on something, it's fine. Calf raise, toe raise. But you want to use the momentum to rock back into this. Rock back into the toe raise. And it's good because you're working the front and back together. Okay, now we're going to rock back and forth. Calf raise to toe raise. Calf raise to toe raise.
But with me.
So this is what I want you to do. You want the momentum that you get from the calf raise, rock right into the toe raise. So do the calf raise first, and get right to the toe raise. Now you're leaning against the wall because of balance issues.
Yeah.
And if you need to, that's fine. If you have a spot where you can stand between two chairs and hold on the back of them or whatever, it doesn't matter. A counter, it's fine. I'll tell you what, stop, turn around, face the wall, have your hands on the wall. And do it like that. But get real close to the wall. Right there, right there. No, actually touch the wall. You can touch the wall. I don't care for this one because we're not focusing on balance. We're focusing on the dorsiflexion. We want that action. Get closer, get closer, get closer, get closer, closer, right there. Now hold on to the wall. Just hold on the wall the whole time. Calf raise, rocking the toe raise. Calf raise and the toe raise. Every time you try to raise the toes, raise them as high as you can.
Yeah, that is a lot easier.
And because we're just focusing on the dorsiflexion right now, we'll worry about balance later. If you have a problem with dorsiflexion, you probably don't have any balance. And I would try to, as much as possible, to fight to have the feet straight ahead. Simple. It's pretty simple. I think anybody can probably do this exercise. You're gonna get the assistance from your upper legs. We're gonna do step ups. But normally when I do step ups, I would start like this, or I might land flat. These step ups, you're gonna land heel first. So you're trying to make yourself get that dorsiflexion. But I'm using the action. I'm just not isolating those muscles that give me dorsiflexion. I'm using the action of my whole leg. And then I'll alternate. See how I land? Heel first, then that. But I'm using my whole leg to get that momentum because I'm trying to focus on the lower leg. Make sense? Now you're going to do what I just did. You're going to do step ups, but you're going to force dorsiflexion. You're going to, when you step up onto the block or the step or whatever you have available to you, you want to land heel first, heel to toe.
If I could do it.
So I get pretty close because getting close is going to force you to do dorsiflexion. See that? Step back down. And just alternate back and forth. Right, left, left, right, whichever one you start with. You could do them all on the same leg. I don't think it would really matter. I just like to alternate with these. That's it. You got it. Back down. Heel first. Good. Okay, now you're going to do some walking. And what I want you to do is heel to toe. Heel first. Roll onto the toes. It's very simple. Heel first. Nothing to it. If you look at the exercises, how we're going, we go from easiest to hardest. So these should be harder. I wouldn't start with these. I'd start with the band and the first couple exercises we showed you. Now you're going to do some heel to toe walking. Let's see what you got. Much as possible, keep the feet straight ahead. Don't let them duck foot. Go out. Heel to toe. You're not worried about walking naturally because you don't walk this way naturally. You're just worried about getting the motion. So it doesn't have to be fast. It can be slow and purposeful. Straight ahead. Yeah. That's it right there. Good. Okay. This is the last exercise we'd have you do. Like I said, we've built up in difficulty. This is probably the hardest one we've shown you. So you work on the other ones first, and you work up to this. Heel walking. So basically my legs are going to be pretty stiff, and I'm going to walk on the heels, no toes. This is actually an exercise that track and field athletes do, and specifically jumpers. I'm not letting the toes touch the ground. So I have to I have to dorsiflex the whole time and just walk on the heels. See what I'm doing? It's really hard. We're going to see how it goes. Now, Arthur here is going to demonstrate, attempt to demonstrate the hardest exercise. This is an exercise that a lot of track and field jumpers and sprinters use. You're heel walking. You don't let the toes touch the ground if at all possible. Slow and methodical, because the point is to keep your toes up. So just see what you can do.
I don't have a job, so I never have tried it.
Take your time. Take your time. This is something that usually takes a lot of practice. This is the first time he's doing it, so that's not bad. Not bad. Toes can't touch the ground. There's $1 million, remember? You should feel it in your shin.
Oh, it's so hard.
Try walk back. No toes, no toes. Toes up, toes up, toes up. You're walking like peg legs, stiff. That's what you want.
That's my problem. My toes keep hitting.
Not bad, not bad. You haven't done these before, but you can practice these too.
Practice. I'll get in a couple weeks.
There you go. And there you have it. Those are 6 exercises we have for you for drop foot, to strengthen your leg, to strengthen the dorsiflexion, which is curling the toes up.
If you like these exercises for foot drop, please comment below and let us know if they helped you. And like, share, subscribe, and ring that bell. Thank you.